Alright, y'all, check out this conversation I had. Wow, your Vietnamese is awesome, brother. How long have you been studying? It's been 3 years so far. That's awesome. You sound like a local. You inspire me to keep learning and trying. You visit Vietnam yet? I don't even have a passport. LOL. Never ever left the country. Don't have to. LOL. What inspired you to học tiếng Việt? I was trying to break out of English. Language should flow on feel. That's the way it's taught. Block self. Vietnamese is a language that is very African-like. It flows on feel. If you try to use text to learn it, you can't feel it. So I reversed the order of schooling. I became fluent really fast. That's what showed me schooling is anti-natural. The science I work can't be found in books, but its result shines out. Did you teach yourself? I have 2 Vietnamese teachers, and there are many moments I get frustrated and want to quit, but I just kept going. So far, things are flowing better. Real language is only self-created. So I created ways to get the real language out of native speakers without probing them. If you probe them, they feel self-conscious, and you start trying to use English, and they start trying to use English with you. Interesting. The way I work, they progressively hate using English with me at all, even when my Vietnamese was bad. I can speak and listen to any Vietnamese native, no matter their accent or region. Like I say, my science is not found in books. LOL. That's amazing, brother. You're gifted. It's really simple if you see what it is. I ain't gifted. I hope to get to your level in the future. I'm just willing to see the whole truth without blocking myself. Much of what is written is a lie. Most people can't accept that and will block their ability to learn. Written language doesn't function like real language. Real language can't be written. If you know the difference, then you can always feel the real and create your own way of using it. It will always counter the books. You know how correct you are by how openly people share with you. Again, my science ain't found in books because it can't be written. You can't write a river, but you can know a river. It's all around you. Just stop ignoring it. Yes, I noticed that too. When I watch videos or hear locals talk, I hear a lot of things that isn't written or has any meaning in text. I also speak Spanish this way. Yes, did you see my latest video? A lot of my science is in it. Which one is that? I gave it to him. You see, I come from a people who are actively ignored by the society we're in. I just choose not to ignore myself, and magic happens. Take a good listen and share back what you start to see. Okay, thanks, brother. Haha. Funny, the start of the conversation you had with that guy was very similar to how ours started. I think I understand what you're saying in your video. People are surprised to see black people doing what I do, but blackness is all about our mental frequency. We are a naturally vibrant people, very water-like. We were taught to oppose ourselves. I had to break myself of that spell. That's awesome, man. I'm glad you got out of that and listened to your true self. I posted Ra's quote, they sell you fragments of the whole. It's our duty to self to see the fragment can only exist in consignment by the whole. The numb is addicted to the parasite's fragments because the fragment look like, smell like, taste like, and sound like the whole. Who told you was naked? Who told you wasn't doing nothing? Who told you not doing nothing is doing nothing? My use of language flows from my true self. Look around the world. Who speaks the most languages and the most complex forms of language? The African. Understanding why is what allows me to do this. I have to look into language in the future. You don't see it yet. What is language? Words or feeling? It's feeling. Then why are you studying grammar and memorizing vocabulary? I would chat with Vietnamese people and always let them be true to their own expression. I assumed the whole load of understanding them. Over time, I could listen, read, and write from feel. I never pushed them to teach me anything. I think I get it. Why are you quoting a script from a textbook? That's what a parasite does. They perform language. I transform language. The root energy of all my language is my self-expression, period, dot. LOL. Black people don't speak good English because it destroys our self-expression. Good English is bad language. You see it? Yes, because it removes the way you truly feel. If I flow from what I feel, it pushes all those around me to flow from what they feel, even if their intent is to hide their intent. Can't do it when my own light is so powerful. LOL. Interesting way to view language. I never thought of it that way. All babies know this. Society lies on babies in order to break their self-language. Babies mimic nothing. Babies are very self-oriented. Society is anti-self, which makes it parasitical and weak to true light. All you gotta do is bring yourself back to where you were as a baby, before schooling. Quit using language against your true feeling. Express the feeling. Observe your actions. Correct the energy. We are taught a form of language that blocks that heart feeling. Remove that block and all truth floods you, like a fish in water, finally realizing it can never be thirsty. LOL. I'll try. But I understand your way of thinking. It's a very powerful energy. So it will cause a lot of chaos in your life as the people around you begin to change to the energy. This purification phase is what most people fear. But when you're blocked, parasites play all around you. Truth flushes them, as you saw in my video, LOL. People thought I was crazy trying to learn Vietnamese. They don't understand that there's something inside me that wants to learn, that feeling. I only flow from self now. People see me out due to my energy. Language is awesome if you really feel. Like a sun who forgot how to shine. Taught by those who know that you'll burn them if you ever knew what you were. They feed on your confusion and low light, fearing the day you learn to shine again. Here's a tip. Do you have brown eyes? Yeah, that's society. Always telling you can't do this or that. They're dark brown. Why? Your eyes are meant to receive direct contact with sunlight. This energy I speak of is magnified by looking directly into the sun. If you do it for 40 or more minutes, your bones will begin to vibrate with it. It is this energy that shows you the truth of everything. The sun creates reality. Go have a conversation with it. We've been taught to fear that which can only give us power. Your mind won't be the same after being able to stare into the sun for 40 minutes. Its light is so powerful that it may make your eyes water at first, but you may last only a few seconds. But keep having that conversation with the sun, and soon you will see what I'm describing and demonstrating. Blue-eyed people can never be taught by the sun. We can. LOL.